You step out of the car, your hands are shaking, your ears are ringing, your adrenaline is pumping, not because it was the fastest car or the most expensive, but because it did something to you. It fought back, it made noise, it had soul. Now picture this, you floor it in a new electric car. It pins you to your seat. It's fast, really fast. And yet, nothing. No butterflies, no chills, no memory worth keeping. That is the future of enthusiast cars. Or is it? Chapter 1. When every car feels the same. In the past, every car had its own personality. A turbocharged 4-cylinder from Japan didn't feel anything like a V12 from Italy. Even two cars with the same horsepower could drive like night and day. One might feel lazy down low and frantic at the top. The other might punch hard early, then fall flat when you needed more. Power didn't just arrive, it built. It spooled, it surged. It warned you, then caught you off guard anyway. Sometimes it came too early, sometimes too late. And learning when and how that power arrived was part of the thrill. You had to learn the car, its quirks, its rhythms, the way it pulled under load, the way the rear stepped out just enough to make your heart skip. It was a relationship, not always smooth, but always personal. You had to work with it, work for it. And that process, the adjustment, the discovery, is where the connection came from. Now, electric cars give you everything at once. Instant torque, no gears, no lag, no buildup, no drama, just power. Flat, perfect, overwhelming from the first millimeter of pedal travel. There's no tension, no anticipation, no climb, no peak. Just a single clinical whoosh forward. It's impressive, it's fast, it might even make you laugh the first time, but it's also forgettable. Because when there's nothing to figure out, no challenge to master, no personality to decode, you don't form a bond. You consume the experience, then move on. When you remove the learning curve, you remove the connection. And when every car starts feeling the same, you stop remembering any of them at all. Chapter 2. Speed loses its meaning. There was a time when speed meant something. 300 horsepower used to be considered a lot. Supercar territory. It demanded respect. Ease onto the throttle, fight the wheel if the rear stepped out, and when you finally pushed the car to its limit, when everything held together and you hit that perfect stretch of road, you felt alive. You didn't just experience speed, you survived it. Now, you press the pedal and it just happens. No noise, no struggle, no warning, and it's everywhere. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. 4-door family haulers with more horsepower than a McLaren F1. Instant acceleration in total silence. It's technically incredible, but emotionally, it's empty. Because when everything is fast, nothing is. You stop reacting to it. You stop being surprised. And eventually you stop caring. That shot of adrenaline you used to get when the revs climbed, when the tires clawed for grip, when the car screamed past redline, it's gone. Replaced by clean, silent, instant speed. Electric cars have made us numb to acceleration. What used to be an event is now an expectation. You don't wonder if it'll be fast, you just assume it is. But here's the thing, real performance isn't about numbers. It's about sensation. It's about feeling the car wake up, about hearing the engine come alive, about wrestling something powerful, unpredictable, and slightly flawed. Speed used to test your instincts. Now it just verifies the software. And if speed is no longer thrilling, if the fastest cars are also the quietest, the smoothest, the most disconnected, then what exactly are we chasing? Because it's not driving. Chapter 3. Too quiet for comfort. An engine is more than a source of power. It has a voice, and it speaks in a language you don't need to learn. A flat 6 screams, a V8 growls, a straight 5 wails like it's in pain and loving it. These aren't just sounds, it's how the car speaks to you, how it lets you in. They tell you when to shift, when the car is happy, when it's angry. The engine becomes an instrument, and you learn to play it. And every engine sounds different. Some are guttural and rough, like they're struggling to stay alive. Others are sharp, surgical, precise, like a machine that knows it's better than you. Some snarl, others sing, and in that sound, we found identity. The scream of a V12 came long before it appeared. The deep throb of an old AMG needed no introduction. Cars didn't just move through the world, they announced themselves. Now, All we hear is a faint whine, a soft hum, a silence that says nothing. And that silence is sold to us as progress, as refinement, as peace. But silence doesn't make your pulse rise. It doesn't get under your skin. It doesn't stay in your head long after the drive is over. Because the absence of noise isn't calming. It's disconnecting. It means you can go fast without truly feeling it. It means you miss the tension, the escalation, the feeling that something powerful is about to happen. It means no warning, no conversation, just speed and silence. And sure, you can program in fake sounds, engine notes coded by sound designers, artificial noise pumped through the speakers to simulate excitement. But we can tell the difference. We feel the difference. True engine noise has texture. It changes with load, with temperature, with time. It's imperfect. It cracks. It howls. It coughs. And that's what makes it real. Because what we connect to, what stays with us, isn't just how fast the car was. It's how alive it felt. And so much of that feeling comes through sound. Take that away, and every car becomes a whisper in a world that used to scream. Chapter 4. The Lack of Freedom. There's a certain kind of freedom only combustion cars offer. It's not measured in range or tech, but in trust. You turn the key, it starts, and you go. No permissions, no waiting, no system check. If it has fuel, it runs. If it breaks, you fix it. But with EVs, that freedom fades. You don't just drive anymore, you interface. Need to unlock the car? Better hope your phone isn't dead. Your car throws a warning light, your car might diagnose itself, then call the service center before you even know what's wrong. Helpful? Sure. Freeing? Not at all. Because freedom isn't a car that thinks for you. It's a car that lets you think. A car that doesn't need permission from the cloud to hit the road. And let's talk about repairs. Your 20-year-old gas car starts acting up? Call a friend. Get your hands dirty. There's a cost, yes, but there are possibilities. Your EV's battery dies out of warranty? You're done. Replacing it might cost more than the car is worth. And unlike an engine rebuild, there's no DIY path, just an expensive black box swap or the end of the road. And let's not forget about refueling. Gasoline cars aren't just more flexible, they're more spontaneous. If you've got a jerry can in the back, you can keep going, even if you're in the middle of nowhere, phoneless, and broke. With an EV, you stop and wait. For 10 minutes? Maybe. For 40? Probably. And on a cold day at a crowded station with one broken charger and 2 cars ahead of you, freedom feels very far away. You realize you've stopped just going for a drive, because now, taking the car out means charging, syncing, updating, planning. And maybe that's the future. But for those of us who came from a world where cars meant freedom, it's hard not to feel like something's being lost. Because freedom isn't range. It's being able to just walk out the door, turning a key, and going wherever the hell you want.